Hello, everyone. Welcome to Here. Here being twitch.tv/help action needed. It's the first TTRPG stream of the year, and you can tell that I am out of habit. I am Sean. I run the Help Action Needed series of channels, podcasts, and things of the like. And with me, I have an amazing cast playing a very fun game called A Court of Blades. If you have played Blades in the Dark before, you're gonna understand Court of Blades. Um, it's a lot of the same energy. But let's
Inspired.
talk about who we are. Inspired by. Let's go around the overlay, and we'll go in reverse order. Keon, tell us who you
Why
are.
the
and who you
actual fuck?
Because then I can remember to start with Caustic on the way out.
You could have went in reverse order on the way out. Anyway, hi, I am Keon. I thought I had time. I will be playing the Kuth. His name is Delion. I don't know what I'm talking about. Back to you, Sean.
Maz.
What is this order? Why do I not know this order?
This does not feel normal.
Who is this
It's a
reverse
backwards
order?
I
Sean,
don't.
Maz,
We
Mare-
don't
Or-
have. We don't have the same order on our screens.
No,
Oh,
we
no,
don't.
I'm going in overlay order, which is
Yeah,
an
I see
I
alphabetical-
that
don't have
now.
the overlay pulled up.
But I still
That's
don't
not on
understand
me.
overlay order.
I have the chat.
Anyway.
It's
up, though.
alphabetical.
Y'all in chat.
My
My
Hi.
human name.
I don't know this voice that Sean has made in order, but hello, I'm Maz. How are you? Hi, Inari. I will be playing the key in Court of Blades. I can't remember what else I'm supposed to say. Both my characters will have the pronoun she, they.
Mare.
Hello there. My name is Mare. You can find me everywhere as Oh Hello Mare. And tonight I will be playing Elor Giadan, the Kiss. And I go by she, her, and they will go by they, them.
And
They kind of have the ability to change things, so it's up in the air.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi. I was. No, it's fine. I'm here.
It don't
It's
make
Caustic
sense.
Phoenix. My brain is trying to turn on. The connecting powers aren't there. It's
You're
fine.
good.
We
You're
made
good.
it through most of the week. I will be playing Vel, the Bravo, and she will be using she, her pronouns.
nice. It makes total sense because
No, it doesn't.
M-E-M-O-Q.
No, it doesn't.
It's alphabetical.
But it's not.
Memock?
But it's not. Because looking at the stream, I'm like, if you're going based off of like, you know what?
No,
You do
right?
you,
We're
you do
we're
you.
thinking the same thing, Keon. It's okay.
You do you, Pookie Bear.
Yeah, yeah.
We're already fighting with the DM. This is good.
It's all the same order that the announcement thing went out on. It's fine. Anyway, this
Oh,
is
there I am.
Blades. It is a Regency setting of Blades in the Dark. So instead of being in Duskfall, we are in Ildrain. Instead of being low society criminals trying to make their way up a criminal enterprise, we are of the high houses. We are the ones who are running society. Some of us born into it, some of us made into it. There is a variety of who the houses are, but what bonds our four here is that they all are in the employ of House Lavelle in some capacity. Some of them are here by choice, some of them are here by bloodline, and none of them really care for the house that much, it seems, from our early conversations. But yeah. House Lavelle is the house of intelligence and magic in our setting. In A Court of Blades, each house has one predetermined trait as well as one assigned trait. We have chosen to assign magic, and our predetermined is intelligence. Also, wow, we're getting a raid to top off the stream. Hello. Thank you so much, RX Oliver, for joining us. Welcome, Raiders. We are doing a very early intro to A Court of Blades, so you're just in time. Yeah, we have also given this house the tags of ambitious and respectable. So whether or not these characters will live up to that, it is the reputation known amongst society for this house. There are a couple of other houses that we're caring about today. We're not going to be too into all of them, so it's not going to be something you all need to care too much about. But House Bastion is going to be the ones hosting tonight's party. They are infrastructure and Maz.
I'm still here. I just
Okay,
had to
cool.
raise my chair a bit.
Cool. They are infrastructure, they are transportation, they are intelligence and magic, and then House Corvetto, who is the oldest house, the princes of the land, and all of the people that are just kind of, hanging out, making sure that the land is what it's meant to be. I've also raised my audio, as I've heard it's a little low, so hopefully that fixes itself. So our scene will start at the morning call of family tea. Morning in the sense of the high society morning. None of you need to be up at 8 a.m. to go to jobs and do peasant things like that. You all can get up around 10:30, maybe 11, and make your way to an early morning tea where you can hang out. Who do you think arrives first? This is a very familiar affair to all of you. It's something you do weekly, if not more often if the house mama calls on you. So something you're all aware of. Who do you think would arrive?
Up. Vel would be up, but probably hasn't arrived and is going around probably the grounds doing a sweep and a walk. And so she probably would have hopped in just to grab a small tea to take on it. But she is used to rising with the sunrise itself.
Okay. So then you would walk into the room as you go to grab the small tea. Very open windows, one of the walls almost entirely made of glass, the drapes perfectly drawn open, the fireplace roaring despite the fact that it's not needed, but ambience. There are bookshelves lining the opposing wall so that you can always see the titles perfectly done, as the southern-facing wall of glass can highlight it from east to west as the sun goes across the sky. There is a lounging area with couches and a small table, but right now, more importantly set, is the large dining table consisting of several pitchers of teas, several little pastries, macarons, and other settings, all waiting for the rest of the house to arrive. But you would arrive first.
In the walk around, or?
Yes, like arriving first onto like the scene of you're grabbing that little tea for yourself.
Oh, yes. But she would have just taken it and gone. Like, she was not staying for anyone. The idea was like, she's 6 a.m. getting her tea purposely
Got it.
quiet and then leaving. Sorry.
Okay.
I was like, it's a beautiful spread. She's not enjoying any of it. She'll come back when more people are there and she can be announced.
I
Got it.
think that
Mhm.
if that were the case, oh God, I had my notes with the names. Belle, thank you.
The last
if-
part of your house name.
That's a thing that makes sense.
That was on
If-
purpose for connecting reasons.
I'm not connecting. I'm not connecting as mayor. My character is so much smarter than me, as most of them are. But I think that if Vel were trying to take the tea and start moving about, I think just kind of appearing like almost anime style in the door, blocking the way, you would see just this very lithe, long-limbed, very contrasting figure with like dark hair, very like almost like golden but light skin, like a light golden skin, standing there and just leveling you with a look, and just makes a symbol of turn back around, like shooing you back in. You're not escaping it. Nope. Come on.
Well, I could if you just turned around. How about that? A little bit of your own advice.
Immediately as that's happening, even as Vel is speaking, hands are already moving, trying to like straighten collars, pulling, like, pushing the hair out of the way, straightening it, pulling down on it.
Yeah.
Did you go rolling in the dirt this morning? Was that what we were doing for fun?
Well, it was
I'm-
up a few hills and it was just something a nice, easy. Plus, you put this outfit together and it's way too tight. And it's this beautiful, form fitting suit with a skirt that is full length that has been absolutely drudged through mud, right? The morning dew has covered it all the way up to her knees, splotches all over. It is a mess. Even the gardener seems way more put together than what Vel has managed in this moment.
And you just see that Elor they have this expression of trying to like maintain calm, but is very composed and goes, well, if you wanted a mud bath that badly, then we could have arranged for it in the spas. And then just almost like shuffles Vel further and further in
Ugh.
to the room.
How about you go first? You're so much better at this than I am.
I'm also far more low ranking as it goes.
Who
And-
cares?
Moves to get the tea.
Ugh. Honey? Can I get some honey in it at least?
Yes. And we'll go and grab for it and put like the obnoxious amount of tea, obnoxious amount of honey in there. We're like watching the level of the cup rise from the amount of honey. Satisfied? Will this keep you calm and pleasant for the morning?
Listen, nobody knows how to make a cup of tea better than you. I've never forgotten that.
Well, I am the best at a lot of things, even if it's not recognized. And they begin to drink their own tea.
Who would arrive next? And how long would it be after that interaction?
I feel like Lyriel would be late, and there would be someone outside, possibly Delion, kind of calling them. They are with company, right? Realizing the sun kind of is coming late enough where it hits something crystal or bright and immediately and then seeing a mess of the company, gets up, gets ready, and starts their day with, where is he? Looking out the window and then trying to see if they can send a message out to the Kuth.
Do you
Yes.
have a magical means of communication, or are you going to try and use something regular?
Oh, regular.
Okay.
They're going to I feel like they have known each other enough where there are times in the day that they do check in. Not every day, but like they were supposed to be at this event and they are late. So of course, Lyriel is now dressed in this beautiful, delicate wardrobe that has sheer enough fabric that shows the shape of their body, just enough for anyone to know that they are here, they are beautiful, they're this person, but they have certain jewels and gifts from their benefactor, the child of House Corvetto. It's enough that people know that they're tied together, and they have that influence, and they have a little bit of makeup on, and their hair down in 2 braids, and then a pin to the back with House Lavelle's colors. At this moment, they're just going to like look out their window and see if the transportation is set up for it, and if not, mentally they are nervous and late. Outwardly, they're just talking their way down. Oh, we're making it on time. We are only on time. Anyone who's complained about it, they're just saying, no, they're waiting for us. That's fine. They will wait for us.
I would love for Delion to answer if the transportation has been arranged properly or not.
I didn't know that I was supposed to be making the transportation for today. So it may or may not also be running late.
Then
Yeah.
anybody in the main tea room, anyone looking out of a bedroom with a south-facing window, and several of the grounds people all see the second heir of House Corvetto standing patiently on the driveway in a state of undress, waiting for a cab to arrive for him.
Slow, loud sip of tea.
You said slow and loud sip of tea.
Yeah, of just like the slow slurp of.
In this room
Mhm.
that the two are in, on a couch, you just hear, "Can you please keep quiet? I am trying to nurse a hangover." And like Delion just like leans up and looks over this light-skinned individual with what looks to be like a very long blonde braid that is pulled up into a coif on top of their head. Very opulent, like regal clothing. It looks like it is the finest clothing that you have ever seen. Not a wrinkle in sight. There's like a sheer drapery over the left arm, and they look like they have not had the night that they've had. But he was always taught, you look presentable no matter where you go and no matter how you feel. Oh my God. Why are you so loud sipping tea?
Perhaps you could use one or something stronger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning. I didn't know you were here yet. You normally don't come this early.
Ilhor, is this a normal thing?
Allure would be just kind of quietly moving their long legs in like these slacks, open backed shirt, and dips a cloth into like what would be used for the like washing of hands and different things, dips the cloth into that, and all but throws it over towards Delion, like hitting them in the face.
First
I
of all,
feel like right at that moment, Muriel would be coming in and just, oh, there
first
you
of
are.
all, I'm. I was supposed to. Oh shite!
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Open up
sorry. But there are new garments here for the house. And you see this like at least one huge box of like with the Delacroix Maudit symbol on it, and it's just the fineries, the linen. It's just, I may or may not have gotten in early, late, whatever you may seem, but good morning.
Good morning. And they just look down to the fabrics. They have these very long nails that are done to the nines, and they're just like putting just the faintest touch over them. Well, if you came late at night, it is early in the day, so at least you're the first one here. So,
Absolutely.
good morning. Good morning to the rest of you.
Oh, the last to arrive.
Delion just
Quick
like
there.
looked between the two, like and like slides next to Allure. Why is there tension? What is
I don't
this?
know. But so far, it seems like everyone else here has their own flavor of mess that they've brought to the table. Sips the tea, looks at the skirt that's messy, looks at whatever your face looks like.
My face looks great. I've had a
Uh-huh.
full 2 hours of sleep.
And if that cloth is still somewhere nearby, like even almost like without looking, is like just trying to do something to help you. Like, just kind of like polishing a car without looking.
And like I'm leaning into it, like, okay, cool, thank you.
And it's like it like kind of turns into like the chin scratches.
And
So what do we
mid-chin
do?
scratch, you would all notice the staff that are the retainers of the room straighten up. Their attention a lot more towards the floor, their posture a lot more proper. As the matriarch of the house walks in, sees the dirt on the floor, sees the chin scratches from people who should be sitting on opposing sides of the table, sees the man in the driveway. Well, you all certainly have had a morning.
And it was beautiful outside. Thank you for asking, Auntie.
I didn't ask.
Morning, Mom.
But anyway, And would any of you not make your way to the correct seat, or would you all go to where you're
Oh.
supposed to be sitting?
Going to the wrong seat 100%. I'm going to the seat that she's supposed to be in. I'm pulling it out for her. Calm down.
Oh.
I was like, Kia,
Everybody
you
say-
need to remember this is a Regency game at its core.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
were
I'm
asking
pulling
for a
the
murder.
seat
I
out
didn't
for
realize
her.
it was for your own character.
Listen, that's called dramatic pause, okay?
I do want someone to
We
clip
did.
all of our reactions to that, though, because mildly regaining a sense of respect from the matron of House Lavelle by pulling out her chair. She sits, and then to the left would be Vel. Across from Vel would be Lyriel. Next to Vel would be Elor, and across Delion, because House Lavelle, as much as it is an espionage center, also is still ranking by position. So the closest to the mama, the closer you are in rank to her. So, you all, I imagine, have taken a second to gather the information on the Ton this morning, yes?
Yes, it seems we are starting to lose ground. Been gone for a bit, and Bastion is making moves.
They're making things that move. Whether or not you can say that they're making moves is, well, I suppose it's dependent on what the rest of the world says.
We should tell the Ton to print something like that.
I'm sure they have already. You know, those gossipers. Looks around. They're everywhere. We should really hire them in some capacity. I don't know how they can steer us when we are the spy network, but they're everywhere. Anyway,
No, let them publish whatever they need. What we know is what is important.
yes. And what everyone will know is that we are consorting with House Corvetto's second heir. Anyway, you all, I imagine, have been briefed on the invitations for the day.
Hmm.
All of you,
Briefed.
except for Delion, would see an invitation paper sitting on the tray in front of you.
I ain't supposed to. I'm just here. It'll look pretty.
Yes. And you would see that House Bastion is hosting a celebration masquerade to demonstrate to the Ton, read as show off to, the newest invention in transportation that they have come up with, a system of magical transportation that can allow near instantaneous travel. It's something that has been talked about by several of the magic houses, especially Lavelle and the other one. They don't matter for our purposes, but the other magic house, about how it would be nearly impossible and wildly irresponsible to attempt trying to teleport humans of some nature. So the fact that the House Bastion has found a way to make machines that can teleport and keep the interior safe is wild, is insane news in all of your world. However, if they have found ways to move items without destroying the contents, imagine what could happen if we knew how to move items without destroying the contents.
Well, that would be profitable indeed.
I think that Allure is looking over the finery of the invitation, and there was a moment, because Allure knows not to speak up terribly quickly in these situations, but if anyone had been looking, there's that one moment just reading Celebration Masquerade where, like a cat, the eyes got real big and like Boba-esque of just looking at that, of just very excited, and then calms right back down and just nods along. Yes, whatever you need for us to do, we will happily do.
Well, I would never issue a direct command of what you should do, because if it was found out that I insisted upon crime for any of my relatives, I could not imagine what the other noble houses would say. Whatever the
course.
four of you choose to get up to, however, is not under my purview. You are all adults, without chaperones, acting on your own, are you not?
Are you giving us a free card to do whatever we want? No consequence.
The consequences of the world are not of mine to establish. If you leave behind a trail of evidence, I will not cover it up. If you can be clean and quiet, do what you must.
There is a slight veil over Lyriel's face, just over the lips. Are they lying?
No.
A little smirk and a nod, and just the clink of like the spoon against the cup. Good. Then we have our ways and what we plan to do.
If you don't mind me asking, is there a particular mage or channeler that seems to be taking the credit for this? Was it a member of the house that accomplished this great task, or were they simply patroning someone else?
You all would know the evolving story of this is that one of the newest heirs, very much in the same way some of you are heirs to Lavelle, is a well-trained war mage that never needed to go to the war, as the war concluded before they were there, meaning that they could spend all of their time not focusing on destruction, but instead innovation. And so one of the newest and youngest heirs to House Bastion is a talented war mage.
Would it be safe to say that our characters in past interactions among the houses would have been familiar, or would we have seen this person at other events?
That is something that we can decide as part of our setup roll.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Great.
if there's when we get to that, we can include that in there.
Yeah.
But is there anything else?
That was primarily what I wrote. Sorry.
All good. Yeah. Anything else you all would want to ask the matron of Lavelle before heading out?
I think for now, no.
Okay.
Lyra will pocket the invitation, very politely, finish their food, finish what they need, very delicately. Look to Allure. And if they are like sipping tea or look like they have like a plan forming, you just see Lyriel saying or mouthing the word, let's talk. Like all of us talk outside so that we can set up.
Well, it seems like I'll be going to a party, and Velle's going to lean back in her chair and kind of cross her legs, taking that envelope and just tossing it to the center, right? Trusting that everybody else will bring their invitation instead.
Allure picks the invitation and puts it back nearby.
Allure, you would also see a retainer run up just as quickly to try and grab it before you get it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like Delion's hands are like inches away from it before Allure grabs it. Like,
and just like a little, like almost like warning it, like before kind of grabbing at it would have been like a little warning finger. Just
fine. I don't need it anyway.
Well, I see you brought new fabrics, right? So if we're going to a masquerade, we know that my things are well and far open to everyone here. But I do like seeing something new and fancy.
Just let it be breathable, please.
That's all.
You don't need to breathe with fashion.
Oh, yes, and as if we're going to be able to break down doors and jump over things easily in high heel stilettos.
Well,
Why doesn't everyone?
Oh, I don't know.
This
You
is
seem to do
also
a lot in a
supposed to
dressing
be-
gown. You
We're
didn't say
still
you
in front of
shaved.
her.
I thought
Oh,
she
yeah.
left. I thought we
I
like
thought
were to leave.
I thought we left
I
outside.
thought we left.
You- yeah, she's just a sassy old lady. She can sass when she wants.
Man.
DM move, sass the PC from afar. It's in the book. Yeah.
It's like psychic damage for her. She's everywhere.
She's in the walls.
She is
You're-
also literally
It is
the
her
head of the
house.
National Spy
Yeah.
Network. Like, if you
Oh
don't
my
think
God,
this old
yeah.
lady can hear your conversations,
That's true.
I bet you it
Hmm.
like there's like some sort of like messaging system in through the stones, because
Yeah.
Allure's family comes from like a place of construction and architecture. And if it is one of those, like we hear that getting passed by, I love that she would maybe like stick her finger in it the same way you would like stick a finger in an ear to kind of block it up. And it's just like, outside, please. To us.
Also, completely unrelated. The fact that we're not running the Gossip Mag is wild.
I think that we have people in the Gossip Mag. Like we
Yeah,
all have
I
like our
agree.
favorite person.
I feel like we have people, and then we feed whatever we want, so that
Mhm.
whatever we
yeah.
want to keep.
So
is
then that's
still
why it felt like
our-
it was such an insult, is that it's like the stuff in the Gossip Mags. Da, 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 da. It's like, well, we can put better stuff in there.
Like,
Like,
we
what do you
can
mean?
fix it. What do you want?
Fix it. Do you have notes for
Let
us?
me give you a real rumor.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like, I think
Auntie, do you have notes?
yeah, no, we're running it. Okay, cool. Got
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
To
That-
Caustic's point of let me give you a real rumor, that is your house ability, is to scandalize a different house. So
Oh, fantastic. Oh, yeah. The house abilities.
So you-
Yeah,
We are
the
Lady
way
Whisper now.
Lyriel is looking at this house is there is a lot that we know, and how much we know is up to us. And yes, we could give Gossip Magazine something, but there's probably a higher bidder, and we can like leverage that to someone else, and then take that and scandalize something and be in the corner with Elor sipping tea, kind of
Yep.
like energy.
Oh, yeah. Just we're over here looking pretty. It could never be us. Duh.
never be you. Nice. So let's
Right,
get into
now
our
that she
planning
is
phase,
not-
Yes.
Mhm.
which is when all of this will be established.
Mhm.
So the planning phase, for anyone that's not aware of the Forged in the Dark system, is how we get past all of the nonsense in a traditional TTRPG where we go, but what if there's 3 gremlins? Doesn't matter. The plan here, you all just say, we want it to work, and then we roll some dice about it. So, Mare has already brought up a great question, has anyone maybe met this new heir before? Which, do any of you think you would have? You can just say yes, but I'd like to know how you have.
I think so.
Just for names, House Bastion Air.
Mhm.
And could you remind me what it is that they did? I'm just writing notes.
They are the one that perfected this instantaneous transportation magic.
That's what it was. Thank you.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is
Um,
like some unheard of nerd, perhaps? Or would we
Mhm.
have gotten a name? Like some unheard of, like,
Someone, you would probably have a name if you think you spent time with House Bastion, which is they are not in your favor right now
Mhm.
because you are rival magic houses. Do any of you think you would have been spending time
Would they
in
have
their
been-
favor?
In favor of House Corvetto.
Not in terms of anything other than business practice.
Great.
Mm.
If there was an event or a thing that they would have been in the arm of their companion,
Mhm.
maybe. But otherwise, Lyriel just by name only.
I,
Okay.
I really do feel like Deleon met them last night. And not for what you're thinking. Not
wasn't thinking
raping
anything.
across for House Bastion, by the way. It's
I'm
not here at least.
well, imagine playing cards at like one of those like
Right.
clubs that are in town, and then the
Exactly.
like bringing the cousin out, but
I
like
just
probably you
happen
didn't
to
even
know
catch a
what
name.
cards
or
are.
anything.
That's all.
Yeah, then
So-
you would know Triste Bastion. Triste.
So I was around the guards of House Bastion yesterday, and they mentioned the name Triste.
What a distasteful name.
Oh, that's a name.
Mm.
Yeah, sadly.
And just one. Ugh.
No.
Lyriel again. Anytime Val talks, there's this like quick flick of their eyes in that corner, and it's just a smirk. You're like, the words that come out of your mouth. Great.
Hi.
You were with the guards last night.
I was getting information
Mhm.
because I understand that you all found out about this little soiree today. I've known about this for weeks.
Slow
You were
clap
fine.
from
Snap.
Allure. Slow clap from Allure.
Yeah, Lyriel pointing at Allure.
Listen,
It's been weeks then.
it's not my
And
job.
all you have is a name, not even a description or anything.
What do you want to know? Do you want to know their firstborn, the name of their dog?
A physical
Let's start.
description would be nice, or their best friend, or any of their retainers, in order for us to be able to get close.
Seeing that I am getting beheaded currently,
All you
would,
did was have a drink with him? Come on.
would we count what I am about to do a flashback?
Flashbacks
Ooh.
have to be after the plan has started.
Okay.
So once you all are in
This
the
would've
house,
been a
if you
part-
want to flashback, you can. We're
Okay.
just this is to gain an additional die for your plan right now. So let's
Okay,
go through
okay.
and do the rest of the plan because it sounds like we're ready. What area of infiltration are you hoping for? From the sound of it, it sounds social, which is called social in this game. Chat, for those of you that know other potentially inspired by Forged in the Dark systems, I'm probably going to be using a lot of Blades terms that don't always translate directly to Court of Blades. So if you happen to know both, sometimes I'm going to use the wrong one, and we're all going to be okay with that. Inspired by. So
like
social here.
Inspired
by.
TM.
Social here being the you have a connection, you have a social reason to be there, you have a way in. You could pick any of the 6. For those of you looking at your character sheet, it's on the bottom right underneath planning and load. But it sounds social from what you've all mentioned so far.
Yeah.
Can it be a
Yeah.
mix?
It can only be one.
Okay, that's what I was.
Because
my next
so
question.
it's not that the entire mission needs to be social. This is just how are you getting in, your entry point. So
Yeah,
like
okay.
if you want to get in all polite society and then punch everyone you see, that is perfectly fine. This is just saying this is where we're getting to the house from, and we'll establish how far you get in before the first problem arises.
Gotcha.
Social sounds
I-
great then.
Yeah.
Yes, especially with the people we have in our group.
Hmm.
Are there plus
then-
ones listed on these invitations just in case Mr. Never where he's supposed to be?
That will be part of this role here. So like let's say that you
Oh.
get like a 5 or a 6. You all are the spy network. You can easily forge. You get a 1, 2, or a 3. No, there isn't. So that yep. The nice part about Blade
Gotcha.
Systems is all of those questions are answered in a single die roll.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
yep.
It's been so long since I've played Blades. Like I'm still in like
Yes.
calculus calculus TRPG mode.
Yes. So who would like to make our plan roll here?
A plan.
Do we
roll?
get any bonuses? Is this
Yes.
with any of our stats?
It's not with any
Yeah.
of the stats, but I'm going to talk through the bonuses here. It
Okay.
gives you additional dice. So we just need to know who wants to do it.
I'll go for it.
Okay, so you get to start
Awesome.
with 1d6 for sheer audacity. You're
We're
about
on
to
team.
commit crime. That's cool. Do we think that this is particularly bold or daring?
Just getting there. Just getting into
The entire mission.
Oh.
Do we think the mission is particularly bold or daring?
Yes.
I see some head nods, yeah. So that
Sure.
you're up to 2 dice now.
Okay.
Does the plan leverage a house strength? I would say yes, because you are able to use your infiltration and your magic for it. But also, it is an approach that the rival house is strong against because they're going to be protecting their assets of transportation and magic. So that will bring you back down to 2. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight? Any of you want to say that your paramour is somehow helping you out here? Yes,
Yeah,
Maz?
sure.
Yes, I'm saying yes.
Okay. How is your paramour here benefiting your entry point?
Benefiting my entry
Providing
point.
aid.
I get to be. Oh yeah, I get to be cute and on their arm.
Okay. Cute and on their arm up to a
The-
third
being a
die.
good side piece is really
Thank
nice.
you.
I mean, I think about
you.
that in and of itself. That can be a distraction from all the other shenanigans that could be happening. We love gossip. We generate it ourselves.
Yes.
Facts.
Will this errand in some way endanger or reflect poorly upon one of you or your paramours?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So
I hope
you'll
so.
gain a
No.
die there. And then are there any other elements that you all want to consider? You know the name, which will give you a +1 there. Is there any other it's not going to gain you any additional dice, but is there any other bullshit you all want to say you did about this?
Oh, we're
Um,
gonna look damn good.
We're gonna look
Cool.
really great.
I think so. Yeah.
We're gonna look
So-
cool. And then
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, and I guess have any of I guess just again, I think I'm in my mode here, like kind of would we have ever been to, is this our group's first invitation into the building of House Bastion?
So that is something that will be answered primarily in like a flashback, is that
In
you
a
can be like, I've been here before.
Yeah,
And
gotcha.
you can just say it. Yep.
I'm just thinking
um,
for my character's background of knowing architecture and different things like we had talked about before, being like if
Mhm.
I were trying to hide something I didn't want people to take, where would it be?
Yes, yeah.
Um,
Forged
All
in
of
the
us
Dark is
are
very
experts in high
retroactive.
society.
Yes. So
Mm.
Costa, go ahead and roll me 5d6 and let me know the highest one. Let me know if you get 2 6s.
I'm not gonna say how I know, but I'm pretty sure I know the ins and outs of all of these houses.
two
Okay, you got 2
sixes?
6s. Great. So
Good
that's
shit.
a critical. You all have crit on your entry point, meaning that, yeah, you all have a +1. You forged a perfect invite for Delion just in case you all didn't choose to come at the exact same time. And you are sizably in the home. So this is a spot where you all kind of get to come up with things. You are within the party. We'll say you've been here for about half an hour. You have started doing your stakeout. You have started to hear the whispers. Where are you all, and what is one thing you've heard at this party so far?
Where are we all, and what is one thing we have heard at the party?
If there's a balcony area, I feel like it would be very prime for us to be up there and situated to see everybody else coming in, to see the layout of the room, the stage where they'll probably be doing the demonstration. I think that seems to be a prime spot where we can still be seen, but not heard.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yeah. And are all of you together, or is Vel maybe alone on the balcony?
If there
Vel-
are other
Yeah.
balconies or other areas where we can watch from above, or like top stairs, things like that,
This is,
Lyria
you,
would
get to,
be.
you get to say if there is, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we get to make it up now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get to make it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lyria would be on the other side with their companion.
Okay.
But they're there because it's like they get to be across and see from that angle.
Okay. So like on the opposite side of your cousin, but still like in the same general area.
Mhm.
Okay. The other two.
Oh, baby, I'm in the mix of it all.
Yeah.
100%. Like I'm either. I don't want to say like. I'm where the conversation is happening on the dance floor. So
Okay.
if there's a corner where everybody's just laughing, kikiing, and having a good little time, I am
Mhm.
right there, a part of it.
Perfect.
And I think that Elor, having their own sense of magic about them, would have drifted over towards where, if there's any other arcanists, any of the ones who, like, probably closer to the stage area, not in the mix of all the social hubbub, but the tiny glass of whatever goes into the cute tiny glasses, and with just kind of like listening, like kind of sidling up with some of these groups as if they're supposed to be there.
Yeah, and on an extremely good success, you feel like you belong there. You have grabbed your porter, your aperitif, whatever you'd prefer, and the other three of you are blended in exactly where you are, easily able to listen. So we find ourselves, we'll say then that you got here about half an hour ago, but I don't think any of you arrived when the party started. It would be very improper of society, and it would also be very weird. It would be sad if you all showed up on time. And so I don't imagine any of you have shown up on time. So we'll say it's about 2 hours after the event started. The event gathering is supposed to be like a luncheon masquerade. You see beautiful gowns around all of you. Some people choosing to wear a mask, some people thinking, why would we follow the brief if everyone's expecting us to be in a mask? The most unmasked thing we can do is not wear a mask. So there are various states of people around you. And yes, those of you who are choosing to be on the balcony do overhear whispers that it is about an hour until House Bastion is planning to show off their new invention. There is a grand amphitheater that is on like the back courtyard that these balconies can see, where you can see drapery and ropes, and it seems to have some sort of large stage set up for it. For those of you who are more information minded, which this is still part of your execution roll, your planning roll, which is why you're getting so much information. If you had rolled a 1, you would know nothing. You'd still be outside trying to figure out how to get in. You all know that this is supposed to be like reliable, instantaneous transportation for anything. So a stage this large being needed shouldn't be what they need. Like if someone is going to commit like an act of magecraft to just move something small, they shouldn't need this large amphitheater for it. So you're assuming they want to make a bang and show off as much as they can.
Mhm.
Which, if anyone can get that information to Allure, high-level magecraft takes a lot of energy. Could be very easy to sabotage. And that's the
100%.
environment you all find yourselves in. Well entered into a party, already picked up on where some of the mages are, already hearing whispers on the dance floor, and those up top already seeing a way you can potentially either destroy or sabotage or steal, as is the intended plan. The information. What do you do?
Laura?
Yes.
So I don't know if you've gotten this from your side of the wall, but it looks like they're trying to do a big show. Wouldn't you be able to add a little razzle to their dazzle?
I'm not exactly the one to throw a fireball or anything. However, that's
And
not.
as I'm laughing, it's looking like we are having the best conversation in the world.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm not one to do anything like a fireball or anything. However, the fact that that stage is so big tells me that there must be something pretty intricate in the way that it's set up.
Okay.
And so with her having listened to the arcanists, like she's probably heard different theories about what they would be doing in order to do that. She's like, I want to see if we can figure out how it works. I want to see not necessarily the concentric circles that they love doing and showing off in the air when they're casting a spell or anything, but how is it powered? What is it drawing from? And where is the other half? If it's transportation, if it's teleportation, they must have another one somewhere
True.
else.
True. Also, if they're doing something grandiose, the best way to show it off would be to have someone from here actually partake in it.
Mhm. Either someone from here or someone is set up at the other location. So it's a.
It's no fun.
Yeah. Are you volunteering?
Of course.
I've always wanted to watch you disappear.
Excuse me. I thought we were better than this.
Oh, we are, but smile, dear, and starts to fluff at the coat and everything,
Thank you.
and leans in close within it, and is just going, I'm trying to, and just goes, try to see if we can mark where the other mages that are with the house are going into and out of, because if I were in charge of a big project like this, I would want to make sure that all of the connections stay connected.
Is there anything specific that the mages of House Bastion are wearing on them? Like a lapel or anything?
Yeah, I would say that it's very mage society to wear a crest of your home. Like even when Allure came, probably you would have had on your dress like that crest before you became an official member of the house. It's very much like, regardless of uniform, the mages wear the crests they're associated with.
Okay. This is a masquerade ball, darling.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is the right accoutrement. And I'm going to slide you a House Bastion crest.
That reminds me, one thing we forgot to do is our load. So the two loads we can have is you're coming in either discreet, which means that you can pick 1 to 3 items from across the time you're here, or loaded, meaning you can pick 4 to 6. 7 and up is encumbered. If you try and take more, there will be like physical consequences to it. What is everyone's load?
How many again that we can get?
1 to 3 for discreet, 4 to 6 for loaded.
probably discreet here.
Oh,
I'm-
100%.
Thinking it's gotta be discreet.
Yeah.
The invitation that we got doesn't count as anything, right?
No,
Because one of
that's-
my gear is a fine invitation, and that just
Yeah,
was
that one
wrong.
can't count within
And
it.
remember,
Can't.
anything italicized is free. It's just flavor text.
Cool.
Oh, cool. Okay, so the free stuff.
Oh,
A fine court leaf
Oh.
clothes. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh!
quick question. Is there a coat check here?
Mm-hmm.
There would have been, but you all rolled so well on your thing. If you want to have anything on you, you can.
Oh, no.
If you
I-
want to make a scene of you turned in everything, though, we can also
Yes.
do that.
No,
It,
Okay.
it would absolutely be a scene. She would bring everything with her and purposely at the coat check make a show of taking off like every single thing. Like she's been gone for quite a while, so she knows she is a bit of an eye catch right now and trying to figure out who is she, what has she been doing, and so she's going to make a show of just pulling everything out as if she's been traveling everywhere. Strange looking objects with strange weight. It's really just whatever she found in her room before she came in here, but she is pulling out daggers and objects and even jewels that Allure had given her just to try to make it feel like she is this well-rounded traveler. This is purely just for show, but it is.
Illure slow blinking behind the whole time.
Wha- I couldn't leave my sword at home as she pulls
No,
out like
continue the
two
performance.
swords.
Continue.
Where do you keep it all?
Listen, there are a lot of limbs for now, so. And she'll even lift up her skirt a little bit to pull out another one that was on her calf and place that down as well. And it's gorgeous.
I imagine Allure, there's this one moment of disgust where, like, in this fine clothing that is probably Allure's or something, a roughly sewn, like, extra pocket that's made of the nastiest fabric, and just this look of absolute horror.
Yes.
Abject horror.
But let me
What?
do one worse. As you lift
Uh-huh.
up the skirt, there's no stiletto heel on. It is
You're
You're wearing flats?
to a masquerade. Allure has to
Deleon's
walk away.
even wearing heels.
Allure
He's
walks
Can I-
away.
a little
don't
pump.
leave me alone with these wolves.
Oh.
Lyriel, stop.
Allure in their stilettos and like long slacks with like a sheer side and like big open
Oh.
arms and everything, and is like click clacking away very quickly from that moment. Upset.
But,
Don't no one can see this.
There.
Flashing back to the scene that was present. Kian, are you marking a box of load to slide that crest over, or how are you acquiring that crest?
that crest is counting as my subterfuge supplies, baby.
Beautiful. While Allure is being handed this crest, let's go up to the balconies. What are Vel and Laurel doing?
In a fan that hides a dagger, Allure, no, I just stole your
Okay,
name.
I was just about to say.
Don't worry, I gave it to you.
Okay, thank you.
They have a concealable weapon, and one of their weapons was a fan that has a dagger. So when it pops in close, it's like those tongs that like that comes out with like a little thing that you can pop in. It
Yes.
pops out and there is a dagger that can pull out. So Lyriel's just messing with it as like a fidget back and forth. And seeing you with the fan, I feel like this is also something that Lyriel would laugh at. They went to see you go dress and you didn't come back taller, and they knew in their head there is no heel.
I love that you let her
Maz
leave the
never
house
beat-
like that, though. So that's a
Yeah.
kindness. There's respect there.
Yeah, respect. No,
Maz
you're
never
wearing
beating
the what?
The what? You
Maz
cut
never
off?
beating the wants to play Citrell allegations.
I also
A fan
love.
works well in Regency. So they open this up back and forth and they're across the way. They will try to, I think because of how high ranking Vel is and how much Lyriel is familiar with this space, there's a lot of fan language that they're
Mhm.
sharing back and forth.
Oh, we're on
Um,
the same page.
We are.
Yes.
So because they're going back of like those two are moving here. Then they like a slight little flirt back to their companion. Yes, of course. You look amazing. And then back to Vel across the way. They're sending just signals of where is this air?
Yes.
Where is this? And priest, horrible name. And then a slight smirk. Because for sure they're able to, I think they're at this point, they're able to even say jokes back and forth, or like facial expressions, even
Yes.
across the way. That is what Lyriel is doing. They're trying to find where an heir or a high-ranking member of the family would walk in from compared to staff members in this house. And there's a stage that something is set up. They're not coming through this way. Where would they come in from? Entrance, exits, and a dressing room in a way if there's supposed to be a show. I think whoever they're standing around, Lyriel is going to just over here, or like while they're talking, just try to put into the conversation of House Bastion. And have you seen that one? Is he cute? I just want to know. They seem interesting.
So you're trying to like ask the questions, seemingly making it not look like it's a problem, but definitely trying to gather information from those around you, correct?
Mhm.
Would you like to do this with command or consort? You can also, as always,
Consort.
argue anything else, but those are the two that call to me most.
Yeah, no, I just have the same amount in each, so my brain
Okay.
went.
Yeah, so go ahead and make me a consort roll. How many dice do you have total?
1 dot means 1.
1 dot does mean 1, correct? Yep. If you have no dots, you roll at disadvantage. So 1 dot, would you like to push yourself forward or take a lady's favor to gain additional d6?
I have skeleton key. Push yourself and roll your best action rating while performing a different action.
You can do that.
Does that mean I can roll from something else, or do I use... The language has me confused.
So, based on, and you're the key. So let me just read it real quick. And skeleton, push yourself. Yeah. So your best action rating would be your highest stat. You would take 2 stress because you're pushing yourself, and you can use that stat instead.
Great. This is like, I feel like there are clicks around here. Little clicks in all these little balconies. Their companion is the second child, whoever they are, of I have no idea or name or anything of this person, Mimaz, but Lyriel knows. They are House Corvetto. They have their own little buddies and friends and people around. Lyriel is using survey to see who is the most talkative of the bunch, who came here bored and has information. The other ones who are here for a good time, not really listening to them, but the other ones who would spill a little bit after a couple of drinks.
And
And
I
just
will say
using
you won't
that
even
to...
need to take the stress because that's a perfectly fine way to approach it. So you could just use
Oh, yeah.
survey here. Caustic, you had raised your hand. Was there something you wanted to do before Maz rolls?
Yeah.
If I would happily help support, since we've been doing our fan language to also help spread the rumors that you have planned. Anytime you might say something, Vel, in passing, especially because we're probably not circling just exactly the same spot. That's a divide and conquer, but it would be quick hopping in like, oh, I've heard, isn't that like just the emphasis on it to make it more impactful. So I'll take a stress to give you a help.
Yep. So 1 stress there, and Maz, you can roll an additional d6 here.
That is 2 6s.
Nice. So 2 6s
Out of
is
3.
a critical success. Yeah, I think you see it's not the people, and you both, if you're both circulating the rumors here, more so Laurel, not so much. Vel, these names, gonna one day confuse them. That's okay. It's the everyone put an A at the end of their last name problem from Witches again. Anyway, you all are
And we didn't plan it.
circulating, and you know that the people you want to be getting information from are not the most talkative people, because the people that are talking the most are not the people that are trusted with information. So instead, you all would know to like look for the ones that are quietly standing to the side, like nodding along and watching where their eyes go. Or when you ask, like, oh, are they like attractive? Being like, we're not about to give up. Like, this is their debut into society. We're not going to take that away from them. And so anyone being like, well, I've heard and I've heard, not the most reliable source of information. So
Perfect.
across it, you all would be able to figure out that they are probably being kept very hidden because they don't want anything to go wrong before. You see a lot of glances to a statuary garden, which is off near the amphitheater. And looking around it, it seems to have like a small manor house attached to it. It seems to be like a nice statuary garden, potentially has a maze out front. So not the easiest spot to get in and out of if you're not supposed to be there, but a great spot for somebody who's supposed to be kept safe to be kept out of the public eye until it is their time.
The moments that Vel pops in are not like they're not blinking their eyes at them for familiarity, right? It's like if someone pops into like a little conversation, they're just like side conversation with their companion, right? There's like, oh, can you get me a drink? Something like that. But the moment Vel does after noticing these people in the corners and the garden, I think I need some air. And just a point of their fan to the outside, to Val. Wherever Ilor is, and especially Delion, I forgot my own name. Lyriel. Lyriel is like in their mind, I've sponsored them into this house. Where is? Yeah, just a quick. Oh, I got it.
Well, in this exact moment, you would see Delion on, like, not on the dance floor, but you could see them talking to like someone towards the back of the entire arrangement, and it looks like they may be confirming or arranging a distraction.
Would love to know what you're doing. Would love to do this.
Back at Val. Just back at Val, they just have a smile of, we have a way out.
Noted. Written down. And we'll quietly eventually follow you over there. Which would be easier because they're not wearing heels.
No, it's not.
They're
No,
enchanted.
it
They
is not.
stuck
Yeah,
in-
enchanted. Before they do, in part of this setup, can I do one of my abilities, Abated in set?
Sure. What does that do? I have your character sheet. I'll look at it. But
Yes.
I would
So
love
I'm
for
a
you to tell
master
the world.
planner. I gain 1 free flashback, and I get to take a plus effect when setting or having set a trap.
Ooh.
Yes. So, would you like to use that now? And what would you like it to be? Or you can bank it for later.
It's in part of. So the first part of this plan is to spread rumors, knowing what we are going to be doing to sabotage later. But in this flashback, it would have been even before she regained her time with House Lavelle, she had always still been keeping tabs on the movements of the houses and even knowing what House Bastion would been up to. And she probably had paid some of the assistant mages very well for additional information, specifically on how much money and how many lives have been impacted by their attempts to learn and create such transportation.
Wow. That is a great use of a free flashback, because that would be a lot of stress, and it can't be.
Yes.
Sure.
Let me get
Yeah.
everything. If it's too much, I
So-
can minimize
You could
that.
just
Oh, no,
tell
no.
me
That-
when.
Yeah.
That's the system.
Yeah.
So the two
Basically,
questions
she
you
wants to
had were how
Yeah.
much died and how much cost?
Yes. So she basically wants to spread very politely, but still in this place, like that she now has ample information to say, like, oh, if this doesn't work, House Bastion's going to go under. Like, this is everything that they're betting their money on. Like, there's nothing left if this doesn't work. And can you imagine if it doesn't, how many people like died because of their tests? Like, it's inhumane. You know, so like if they fail, it's an even bigger fail.
Yes. I will add that to the Bastion tracker. Yeah, and I'll say you will know from your flashback, the information you gather is that very similar to how if one of you are caught here, the entire house doesn't go down. The sponsor of bringing Triest in as an heir will have to take all of the societal blame in the same way. If you are caught with your swords here, the matron of the house is not at all at fault. You all also know that's societal bullshit and not at all true, but in the practicing of society, you would know that it would be the second commander of the house. The House Bastion is set up very defensively. They have like colonels, commanders, things like that. The second commander is who sponsored this mage and would be the one to fall if this goes wrong. And in terms of how many people died, they didn't do a lot of human trial. They did a lot of practical trial and then went, well, we needed to get people home from the islands, and it worked once. And they are convinced that since they were able to do such a large showing of one group, they can absolutely do repeated showings of smaller groups.
Oh,
Okay.
so arrogance. Got it.
It's high society.
Okay. Good. Okay. That's very good. Okay. Cool.
And then you said you have a trap to lay?
So the trap is going to be when we go to attempt to sabotage, and that this is part of building into that trap to have them fall more.
Okay.
It's not just that they failed, but this was something that they invested so much hope and resources in that this is harder to recover from.
Got it. Love that.
Long-term
beautiful.
effects.
You know, just nice little things. That's why we
Yeah.
have clocks, and that's why we have reputation trackers.
Yeah.
These sorts of things. Yes. Okay. So that is set up. And are you actively distributing those whispers right now, or is that something you're going to distribute like closer to the event?
Yes, while Lyriel was going and sharing and trying to get information and sharing own thoughts, like where is Triest? So nobody's seen him. There would be these balanced of rumors on Vel's side, indicating like it was so expensive. They're more of illusionists than magicians, right? Like it's an insult of insults. So yes.
Yes. Beautiful. Then we are back to the ground floor, which if you all are making your way down from the balcony, you can easily join up with mid-scene here, where Allure was just handed a badge representing the mages of House Bastion, and Delion said he was going to cause a bit of a problem.
I am not causing a problem. I am having a conversation. There's a difference, and how dare you? Anyway, I am having a conversation with a dear friend about a debt that they must repay. That is all. And we, at the time that a flashback is necessary, we'll talk about this later.
Cool. Fun. Do you have a name for this dear friend?
Yeah, his name is Seth.
Okay. Seth. Debt fun. Okay, cool. That's definitely not going to come back to haunt anything later. Seth isn't haunting the narrative in any capacity. Wonderful.
Listen, okay, just for the audience of it all,
Yes.
Seth happens to be one of the caterers here for this event. So
Okay.
as a tradesman, we have a trades network, and this is a conversation where it's like, hey, if I give you the signal, please make sure that you either drop everything you have onto the most exquisite gown that you can see, or push somebody into that well lit fountain.
Wonderful. Perfectly set up for a flashback to come later on down the line. Allure, what are you up to?
So Allure, now having this, has not put on this badge yet. but is definitely holding on to it, but has been kind of schmoozing around with the other arcanists. And I think she wants, especially if she can get closer to one of the ones that is with House Bastion, she kind of to me, or they kind of to me linger kind of on the edges of things. But when they do talk to someone, if they seem like a good mark, if they seem like a good mark of someone that could give information, she has some abilities from her Fey lineage to help beguile them in order to it's like, oh, just a little peek at how it's put together within that. So do I have a good mark? Do I need to roll to have a good
You don't need to roll to have a good mark, but which ability would you like to use?
So I have otherworldly charm, where it is once per errand you can distract or beguile someone with your charm and demeanor. And that is a 0 load special permission that I have as the Kiss.
Okay. Then yeah, you see like very much the same as the people talking above. Someone who's low enough ranking that it doesn't look like they're hiding the mages. It doesn't look like House Bastion is saying we're keeping everyone locked away. Someone that is sent out that can talk and pretend to be important. And when somebody of a, I guess I'm asking now, are you presenting as Bastion or are you presenting as Lavelle?
You know what? We will. I guess they will put on the Bastion one just to kind of get closer there, and if seeing the other types of mages that are off on the side doing that same
Yes.
blend.
Then seeing someone who they do not recognize from their house's magecraft means that either you are high enough ranking that you don't need to attend regular meetings, or you're new and they can show off to you. And in either case, someone they would want to impress, your beguiling influence just softly spreads to them. And does it give you a mechanical advantage, or does it just mean that they really like you?
It just says once per errand you can distract or beguile someone with your charm and demeanor. I don't know if it's meant to be like attached with a role, but I think that it is for her personage.
I think that's like, let's say Keon was about to be seen, you could be like, hey, my eyes over here. Yep. So we'll say that you haven't spent it yet.
Yeah, I haven't spent it yet. It's going to be
but you
one
have
of those.
Definitely done it. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then yeah, you have this young, untrained, low ranking, but presenting as though they are the grandest mage here, all to yourself.
Beautiful. I think that typically when especially folks from Lavelle see Elore is like very often aloof and everything, but in this moment is just nothing but charm, that very like that otherworldly sort of smile, perhaps like a hand on the shoulder with the laugh, and but not in like the Delion sort of way of flirting, but
Yes. Speaking of Delion, you would be joined by your other two. You would be joined by your other two companions, as all three of you now are looking at Elore, alluring to the best of their ability.
Delion is mid-drink, not looking at Elore with their eyes, and it's kind of just off to the side. And as the two of you walk up, are y'all staring at Elore? Please do not don't make a spectacle of what they're doing right now.
No. Lyria would not be staring. They'd be drinking and laughing there's like a fake giggle in some of those eyes. Okay, it's like it's like some kind of weird fake giggle.
Oh, we're in polite society. So I do like a light bow towards you.
You definitely called out Vel. She will find a drink to stuff her face in instead.
Grabs one of the flutes and hands it to you. Okay, so what did the two of you come across?
Rumors. Talk. More small talk than I've ever had in the past 10 years.
Oh, yes.
Comes with the territory.
Not missed much.
It is a lot. But it does seem like there might be some cracks. And of course, Lyriel, you, and she'll wave her fan over towards that little house across the garden that you had noted earlier.
So, as the ones that don't talk, pointing to the ones or their eyes pointing to the ones in the corner, I think our little priest is stationed in that garden, just waiting. And I feel like maybe they shouldn't attend. Seems a little burdensome for them. So maybe we should go greet them. I'm curious. A little curious.
Huh.
I've always been told I'm a good host, even if it's not my home.
Oh, you're going to fit in just well.
Don't tell me that.
No. For me to say it, that means everybody else is going to hate it. Let's go.
So my question is, everyone's starting to move that direction.
Mhm.
Okay. In this, I think this could be where that beguiling sort of thing is happening, seeing where the crew is going. If little homie here is starting to go and like, oh no, like they're not supposed to be going that direction, just, oh, don't worry, I'll handle this. In order to serve as the visual of someone who's going to go stop them from this house to prevent others from doing that.
Yes. Yeah, immediately. Oh, yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Like, they would need someone like me to stay here and let everyone know the plans, like how great it's going to go and everything. Yeah, you would be a great person to make sure they don't get in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and just, and pop quiz. What are the plans? Ready, go.
That is going to require a consort roll. Or
Sure.
some other
Or-
sort. You can always try and argue a different stat, but it will require a roll of some kind.
Absolutely. So I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do is I will do. I'm wondering if this would count as either consort or channel within this. Channel might be risky. Let's go with consort.
Okay.
But I would like to use fascinate, which is one of my kiss abilities, special abilities. You gain a +1 effect when commanding attention magically. And then your coterie, I don't know if this would work, but your coterie gains +1 die to the next action they take while the attention is drawn to you. So I don't know if this is in the sense of attention drawn to me. I think I guess that's more of like, hey, look at me and not at them kind of situation. So maybe that wouldn't apply. But I will go ahead and do consort. And could I have another special permission. It's called infectious laugh. When you laugh heartily, those around you can do little else but laugh with you. So it's one of those to try and soften the mood. Can that give me a boost towards consort?
Where on your sheet are you seeing that one?
It is in the KISS book, and it is under special permissions. Infectious laugh counts under gear, but it is a free 0 load one.
Okay, then yeah,
For the
perfectly fine to use.
Okay, perfect. So in that sort of thing, pop quiz, and then maybe I'll go ahead and push that too. To
Okay, so that'll be
add.
2 stress, and you can add an additional die.
Okay.
Which,
so
how many
that-
dice are you up to now?
I think that unless it doesn't in the book say an infectious laugh, it gives me a bonus to the die, but I'm using it to sort
Anything italicized is flavor more than anything else.
Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. So I think that puts me just at 2 for right now.
So if you want, then you could also try and take a lady's favor and call on society itself to aid you here. Or if you think you can do well with 2 die, you can do that.
Sure.
So the way
Wait. Sorry. Question. What what number do I need to get?
So the way that the dice system works is 1 through 3 is a failure, 4 and 5 is a mixed success, 6 is a success. So
Sure. Let's do a lady's favor. Why not?
So
Okay.
the way that they work is I will present it to you, and then you can
Okay.
agree to it or not.
Okay.
If you agree to it, regardless of the success of your roll, it still happens. So we will say you're using a lot of Fey magic here.
Mm.
You are using a lot of like keeping this guy beguiled, allowing everyone to laugh. Even though you're wearing a House Bastion roll, they don't have Fey in House Bastion. We'll say that some of the higher up mages will be able to point out that you are an imposter. They won't know which house you're from, but some people at the party will be like, somebody has infiltrated the mages. Up to you if you want to accept it or not.
I think I can do that. I think I'll accept that
Okay.
because they don't know who I'm with, and I think I have a little ace for that later too. So
Okay. So then you're up to 3 dice. Go ahead and roll them and
3.
tell me the highest one.
I have a singular 6.
Okay. Then yeah,
What
it
kind of
works.
six? Yay.
Asking then like, Pop Grizz, what's the plan? Well, I must have mistaken you for someone else. Because then if you were, you would know. But of course, the plan is that we are going to make sure that once the machines are up and running, then we can have enough of the ley line magic pulled in to show off the spell at a higher caliber than it could ever do, through just casting. And then we're going to allow Therese to cast with the power of the Arcana tech, transport an entire showroom here for us to move the party into an additional location, but only for the most exclusive of invites.
Ooh. And those invites, I'm guessing, and those are the biggest rivals for House Bastion, right?
You wouldn't need to ask if you knew.
I know. I'm just leading you a question, trying to feed you to make sure you know what's going on.
Because you got a 6, I'll allow the prodding.
Ha
The
ha 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 ha.
Quote that.
Yes,
There's a
yes,
giggle
the
of
ha ha
ha
ha.
ha in there.
They would let you know that, and honestly, at their level, they don't know
They
who
don't
the
know.
VIPs
Okay.
are, but they would hazard a guess that it's either
Mhm.
people that they need to impress business-wise, or people that they are planning to do a show of, oh, you can come to the party if you admit we have one-upped you.
Mm.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I better go get them before they trail off too far. See you later, Boops Nose, and then walks away.
Okay. As you walk away, those still in the dance would be like, who is that? Who could that be? And those whispers of, Faye? Who could say? Are going about the ballroom as the 4 of you make your way through the garden.
Can I do a thing real quick?
Yes, what
And
would you
then
like
it
to
can
do?
Get away from me. All right, great. So as soon as I'm in the garden and out of the way of that, like after the crew can see me, I will go through and I would like to use my glamour.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like a second face, like it's a more. I think that they are typically standardly quite androgynous. And this just kind of amplifies a few more of those features, makes them a little more feminine, a little more life and figure, and the face and everything shifts. I think it would be a face that the crew would be familiar with, though.
We'll let you do it. Want to point out it says temporarily. So if you want
Oh,
to have
okay, so
done
then I'll
that
do that on the
before,
comeback.
yeah,
Before
okay,
coming
there
back.
you go.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that
Yeah,
then.
and also you'll push yourself for it, so you'll take 2 stress. So just keep that in mind as well. But yeah,
Heck
so
yeah.
right now, not
I'm
entirely
north,
needed.
not a
but
problem.
yes.
Later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So all of you are together, seemingly with a whole lot of information on what's going to happen, maybe how it's going to happen, but not yet where. Not yet when. They said in about an hour, but society hour is as time to the Spanish are. And yes, you were all reunited. I had to do a performance tour of Spain, and it was like, cool, the show's at 7. They're like, yeah, we'll do a show at 9, and then we'll eat after. And it's like, but we need to be in a new city tomorrow morning. Spain.
Yeah, Puerto Rican time is so different too. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are all reunited.
You see, you've done so much already, and not even a heel in sight. Look at that. And as like just walking, like little muttering, and as Allure comes in, just. But next time we'll have you dressed well, right, Allure?
Right.
All right. So, just to get you up to speed, they kind of point to where they're walking to, fan out. Someone important, Intense, is being spared the crowd. So, what do you all think we should stop? Should we stop them, or convince them to escape this party? Because honestly, I'm kind of bored. They could have done better with the food and the drapery. Not what I have chosen if I was the lady of the house. Just saying.
Yes.
Speaking-
Who could complain
speaking
about
of
the
the
red
lady of the
drapes when they
house.
should have been more red?
How loudly are you saying
Not
that?
loud.
Okay.
Nah.
I'm like, again,
No, this
this
is
is
Lyria.
still Regency with everyone listening all the time.
Right.
So I just wanted
Yeah,
to make
this
sure.
is behind Fan and like muttering as they're walking, and then as
All good.
Allure comes in, just like to
Yeah.
the side.
And Allure,
Just had to make sure.
Yeah.
Allure coming in would be like, well, that would be the best way to stop the big show. It seems that the young heir is the one who is planning on doing the big casting. And if they are not here, in order to transport an entire showroom in order to humiliate and force the admission of Bastion superiority, if he were to
Leary.
go missing,
Lyriel kind of turns, and like the dress, it's like almost hugging them, kind of takes the air, and it like the silhouette is like showing, and like the little gems, the veil that's like over their face. You know what I'm curious about? What if they just need little Trist to be the actor, the one on stage, but is actually not the one doing it? Then it could secure their little power and their little cool show, and everything would be under House Bastion because Trist could do it. The heir of the house, the wonder, the ability is right here in-house under the roof. And I really want to see if the show would actually keep going if we take him away.
I like it. It's a kidnapping. I'm in.
Good.
I mean, and then, you know, if no one knows where he goes, and we can become very convincing, we could see if our mages then could sort out with that information. So there's a couple ways to go about this. We could either convince this young Trist, what a name, to come with us. We could rename him.
We could.
Either way. Trist to come with us if we make it seem that it would be more beneficial over with our house. Or, I mean, force is always an option.
Leave me to the stories, and I agree. I chose Lyriel, so maybe they want something else as well.
Nothing too forceful, but bad soup will take most people out for the rest of the night.
If
Laura
we're
looks-
kidnapping anyone, I am not handling anyone sick. Just
That I
naming
can
that
do.
now.
As she begins to like hike up her skirts, I would like to try to find Trist in this.
Of course. I will say, just even on like a double 6, you would not be able to gather that information as he is in a home behind a maze. But
Mhm.
if you wanted to kind of
Ah.
scour how to get there the most effectively, see if there's like people on the way, see if you can notice any sort of like magecraft traps, that is information available to you. Just because of how far away he would be, you won't be able to immediately find him on that circle. And what would you like to use for
Hmm.
that?
Hunt.
Okay, yeah.
He's prey.
did
Yeah.
I get a stress to help Val using
Yeah.
survey? Just
You can spend
they're
one stress
just
and give an additional die.
Yep.
Sweet. Then I get 2.
Nice. And did you want to push yourself or take a lady's favor?
You
This
know
choice is
what?
fine, but
We
you
only
rolled
have
2
two
ones so
episodes.
easily.
Let's take a lady's favor.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's.
Okay.
Why not?
Let's be suspicious. Let's be suspicious.
suspicious.
Let's be
Uh,
suspicious.
Let's be
So-
That way, the
suspicious.
consequences can come next week.
Yeah.
So as you are actively hunting for your prey, as you referred to this young
Yes.
heir,
Just
Um,
means sad in most languages.
it does. That is correct. There is a bit of an understanding, especially from yourself, that if you are to push yourself just a little extra to perform at your greatest, you know that people of your design and background would be doing the same for the house. And that if you allow yourself to perform at your best, people who are amongst the party or working as guards would be able to pick up on those traits and know a lot more about you than if you had just done it in the way someone else would. So essentially what that is mechanically is if you take this and like regardless if you succeed or not, if you take it, people will be like, that person's combat trained. If you take this and do a very poor job, a lot of guards will be like, that person is combat trained and coming for us. So, your choice whether or not you would like to take that additional die.
Yeah, let's go for it. I already brought all these weapons and gadgets here, so I made a show of that. Let's lean into the identity here.
Okay, so that gives you an additional die. So I think you're up to 3 then.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll and let me know what you get.
5 and a 4.
Okay, so mixed success. You look through and you see that there are a lot of winding paths. We'll say that, like the way that this like backyard is laid out is that it's like to an amphitheater, so it needs to be in the ground. We'll say like you're at the top of a hill of a backyard heading down into the back of the lawn. And you can kind of see the path, and you can, in your mind's eye, trace the correct way through the maze without getting too lost. You also notice that very similar to the magic you've seen of the place you were when you were away and magic wasn't the refined high society, let's fill the champagne glass. It was a lot more raw and a lot more destructive. That glimmer appears in the maze a couple of times. You would also notice, because on that 5, it's not a full success, that the gates around the hedge maze, because it would be impolite for anyone to allow a hedge to grow too far, seems to be made of wrought iron.
Well, this is stupid. We could just go through the hedge. As she just stops at the door, just at the wrought iron moment, just to look around to see if the other 3 would be willing to also climb through the hedge to go around the wrought iron.
Yeah, Elor has a very dark expression that comes across their face at the look of wrought iron, almost as if they can smell something terrible.
Sean, I got a question.
Of course.
I've been wanting to ask this for a little bit. What would I know about the house, the leader of House Bastion, specifically?
Would know that they are the first commander. They are the highest ranking. They are known as a. They were one of like essentially the military heroes of the.
Not the
Ending war.
day-to-day, not the stuff that everybody would know. What is
Mhm.
something that I would know?
Do you want to do a flashback about it, or do you want to use a move about it?
I think I do want to do a flashback about it.
Okay.
I think I
yeah.
do.
What would you like the
Uh,
flashback to be, and we'll determine how much stress it is and how much information you take.
This is your fault. You're gonna have to deal with this. So we are doing a little we're still in House Bastion,
Mhm.
but we're kind of like in one of like the annexes of House Bastion, right?
Okay.
Sitting in a chair, you see that Deleon is sitting, drinking like a little bit of like a little scotch situation, a little brandy, and laying on this bed there is the guard, like the head guard of House
Mhm.
Bastion. And this is my paramour. So,
Mhm.
what would he have told me about House Bastion?
Let
Are they
me-
Fae?
They're not. There are no House Bastion is almost entirely void of Fae, which is
Okay.
why Alora's magic pulls up, and also why Wrought Iron is a great defense if you need to have a magic house, because it's gonna keep them out. They are, and let me pull up the additional sheet just so I can make sure you're getting all of the information.
Please and thank you.
But they are known as one of the houses that people love because they are, they're just lovely people.
Which
they
means
are
they're terrible
also-
people. Okay.
Potentially. Depends on how you view any of that. But they are, especially the first commander is very strong, is the one that is set up. Your house is set up where whatever the matron says is what everyone does. This is set up where it's like he doesn't even need to say it. You all have the expectation and understanding of what it should be done. Older in age, not really involved in most things anymore, but is definitely meant to be meant to be the oldest of the aristocracy in terms of presentation. He is the one that would love to uphold the social standing. He is the one that would love it if everyone was like, yes, we respect Corvetto's princes and we all do society forever and always. Innovation to him is not that important. Innovation to him is more a way to continue showing off the power and strength of his house and his family. Not often out and about due to age, but does have small gatherings of people that it's like, oh, you are very much the same reason that this ballroom was being brought here. You are all people that I either need to impress or continue to show I am usurping you, are the people he meets with.
So it feels like everything about this whole thing goes against what he normally would enjoy. The
Yes.
simple fact that it's a grandiose thing. So it's either the fact that he's getting something out of this, which is like just again showing that they've got power and shit, or he's being usurped, which I wouldn't be opposed.
And that feels like it's only a one stress flashback. So go ahead and take one stress about it.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, okay. So he's going to look at everyone and like look at this iron gate. So
And
are
it's
we
not
going
just
to
like
break
a gate,
into-
it like goes through the entire exterior of the hedge, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Heading, like, as Delian says that, they're going to... Lyria just answers to Vel as if, like, only if you carry me will I go over that gate, because there's no way I am climbing that. And that is it. That's the entire answer to that. And when Delian asks, like, well, I assume that is the plan, because otherwise, how do we get him out?
Okay.
Could we
Well-
wait for him to come through the gate?
We can just
I
open
don't.
the gate.
I don't want to
So
touch it.
quickly, is this show about to start? Do I know? Do I know from the talking or anything that like they're going to come out soon?
You would imagine probably like 45 to 50 minutes. They said within an
like-
hour about half an
Yeah.
hour ago. So
Yeah, literally, I'm not waiting 40 minutes.
I'm gonna take a
And
wild
Plus
guess.
or
here.
minus 10 minutes to convince the boy.
Take a wild guess that nobody has even tried to open this.
I
Open.
can't touch it.
Yeah.
But from what Delion knows is like in his head is like if their whole focus is like, keeping out magical people, this is probably unlocked. Unless they're
Yeah.
locking him in.
I would say from the setup, none of you would assume the front gate is open, but Vel would definitely know the gate's not the problem. Surviving the maze is the problem. It's full of magical traps and sentries.
Yeah.
Oh well, we did that. So if that was the problem, this definitely should be open.
You haven't gone in yet.
Oh, I thought we made it through the maze already.
No.
My bad.
No,
Yep.
have gathered information to successfully do well. You
Got
had
it.
not even opened the gates to enter into the hedge.
Yeah. I'm opening the gates.
Cool. You open it.
Immediately.
It's fine.
Yeah, you should absolutely go first. That is an excellent idea. Thank you.
You're so sly. You've got this.
I wasn't trying to.
If something happens to you and my station in this house,
If I die, then my mother will no longer make your clothing. So that's your reason to keep me alive. Not much, but a. Oh my God! Why?
Oh, fine. Then everyone get
I'm
behind me
walking.
and I'll walk first.
I'm walking forward. Like he's walking, but it's just like I need to find better employee.
Vel will try to grab your shoulder and just get behind me.
Who's going first?
Not
Okay.
the person who
With-
has
with-
0 in hunt.
But
I
with
was gonna-
fan and blade in hand.
Yes.
Mhm.
Then can I get another observation type roll from you, please, to successfully navigate the first part of this maze?
Yes.
could I take another stress
Of course.
to help them?
Could I use... I guess this might be a small flashback, but as a child, Vel would have done puzzles, mazes, so many times, again and again. It was one of her favorite things to do, of those little mind games. So could I use study?
Sure. Yeah.
Should I take a stress for that, Flash?
No.
Okay.
Justifying stats is really like you can at any time use any of the 16 stats as long as you can justify it. And being like, I like puzzles is a free justification that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Flashbacks
Mhm.
are more if you are like, oh, we have a flamethrower and can burn down the hedge, or like, oh, we have an escape boat planned, or what Kian did, I met with a man and we talked about him. That's a flashback. Everything else is more just like, I want to use the stat for this reason.
Time out. Do we have a flamethrower? No.
You do
Okay.
not have
Uh,
I was about to say.
Hey, let's explain how big this dress is, okay?
Very flammable.
I mean,
This
if you
flamethrower-
can justify to me that one of your load items can qualify as a
Look,
flamethrower,
I
let me know.
strapped it to my leg.
I'm
Yes.
One of the
I have a
items that I
concealed
have
weapon.
just demolition tools doesn't have like just C4.
I 100% could have a flamethrower. Do I have one? No.
Mhm.
100% could.
Yeah.
I just have one of the things on my gear is just something destructive.
With enough of our side bags, we could bring gasoline in here to burn this thing down.
And I have flint and steel.
Hey, Caustic,
so-
can I get that
Yeah.
study roll from you, please?
There we go.
5 and a 3.
Okay, so a 5, still relatively good. We'll say you're all moving through pretty quickly to make sure Allure is not by the exterior for too long. And if you weren't moving so fast, your eye probably could have had more time to notice. Nothing bad happens, but as you step, Allure, I think you're the first one to hear it. It's a weird ping that is the sound of scrying. It
Ooh.
is very clear that some sort of magical tripwire has been done, and somewhere people know exactly where you are. Nothing happens in the maze, and the others, you all have, especially as House Lavelle, enough of a magical sense to pick up on an arcane implement has been used.
Mhm.
Allure knows the sound of
Yep.
sentry magic.
Mm.
They're watching. Yeah, someone's scrying. They know where we are, but you know,
You
I
could just be in a
suppose if
maze for
that's-
fun.
Well, what if we put on a show? One of us be the distraction. The rest of you move on.
Yep. And like
I
the-
mean,
the
okay, you know
full on
what?
Of a sigh.
uh, is the it's not like a visible sort of arcane eye kind of situation. It's not like the thing like in the movies where you look up and you see the camera and you wave at it, is it?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, can I fascinate the scrying? Because that could help command attention. It's like I could see if it pings. Can we tell if it pings on a particular person or to see if we go different directions? If it
I would say if
Yeah,
you
how
want to try and
advanced is
figure
this
that
scrying?
out, either like a study, a channel, something
I would-
to like
I
figure
would
out
do a
arcane.
channel.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
I'm gonna
love
say
to
right. So this is our first essentially contested roll. You are at like it just means that our effect comes into place. So you're at
Gotcha.
a general effect because you have no reason to. There's nothing hindering you in this,
Right.
and you're at a safe position. I forget the term
Okay.
for it, but you're in a fine spot, and as long as it goes well, it goes well. If it goes poorly, you're not going to go bad, but it's going to be like you're going to move from we're normal to maybe we're a little in danger. So
Okay.
just so you know.
Okay. Fair enough. All right,
Mhm.
and so for me, that is for I'm going to use channel for this, so I would use the 2 dice with my 2 keys. What question? Because it's been a
Huh?
minute. Taking stress, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're taking stress, just in
It's
general.
yeah.
Just in life.
How? Yeah, I mean, I could use that advice for life too. But I have currently just taken the 2 in order to add that on there. What happens if you get all the way to the top? I'm just
If you get all of them to the top in this game, you are incapacitated for the remainder of the scene, and for you specifically, a shatter would take place. For everybody else, a scandal would be introduced to society about them. If we were playing Blades in the Dark, it's the same as one of your traumas.
Gotcha.
it's-
Okay, that's just
yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead. It's a short run. I'm gonna go ahead and push the roll too, just
Okay.
because I think that because how do you clear stress apart from doing the
Downtime
intelligence destroy-
activities.
Oh, only in
Mhm.
downtime. We're not getting downtime, are we?
We're not getting downtime.
Okay, cool. All right. I am still going to do that because I feel like it's pretty important for us to figure this part out. So
Mhm.
that'll be 3 die for me. Come on, baby.
Oh, no.
A 6. Okay, because I looked and I saw
Okay.
2 5s. I was like, oh no. The last one's a 6. It's hard to read.
Mhm. So then on a 6, you're specifically looking for like where it is or what is it you want
Like,
to find out.
I want to know,
Mhm.
especially I think feeling like I've been pinged. This place seems definitely against the arcane. Is it going to like, if I serve as a distraction, maybe going in a slightly different way than the crew, will that be able to
Mhm.
pull its attention more towards me and not towards them?
You would have the feeling that it is less of a I'm going to keep watching you and more of a this location has people. And so if you could find a way to like
To the other relays, set off the other relays with
could do that, could tell everyone to move quickly and hope you don't hit another wire, or
Mhm.
could try and do something magical about it to be like, we are still here, or maybe this part doesn't work anymore, so they can't tell which direction you head in next. There's a lot of things you could do,
Gotcha.
but mostly
But
what
that's
it is
the
is
information that I get.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they would sit there and say, there are a number of arcane relays. It seems like there's going to be that there. We're either very careful, very quick, or we do something like we always do, and something a little strange. Whichever comes first. We should pick one and then rely on the others as they come along.
Is there a
Like, you and your
silence
beauty.
spell?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Telling you. Okay.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh.
Ah.
Got it. Got it. There is no silence spell, as there are no real spells in this game, but you can always channel, because channel is essentially use magic.
Oh, no, it was just on Keon not being able to.
That
It
being
would have looked
said,
muted.
if there is a way for us to, is there one of us that's particularly sneakier or more light of foot in order to move ahead?
Ooh.
Let's see.
I can skulk, and I'm wearing flats.
I feel
Some
like
of us
they're
aren't aerating the grass here.
They're
Oh,
enchanted to not irrigate.
That
grass.
is for sure something I forgot. If they are on grass,
Mhm.
and somewhere where their feet can touch the earth, Lyriel has taken off their shoes
Okay.
because of their like background. So that's something that possibly was like new to y'all because we are usually like in a ballroom or a space, but they have taken that off and they're feeling the grass between like their feet and just grounding themselves.
Right?
Laura's
They're
just being I didn't realize you were both this petite.
Sure.
Just like everyone's just suddenly like they're just suddenly like a head taller.
Yeah.
I still like the heel, darling, but it's just the good feeling of a nice patch of lawn.
Well, like what you
But-
like, we have to move forward somehow.
I can
Right.
go with you.
Well, the idea would be to see if there are any other of these relays. Could we like investigate the relay, the arcane relay that's set off to see if what it looks like or
Yeah.
the vibe of it? Yeah.
Sure. What would you like to do that?
Could I do channel? Because I know you had mentioned that all of us are familiar enough with like the arcane
Mhm.
vibes of it. But if I could see if there's any sort of, whether it's a mechanic or a sigil or something for us to be able to look at to indicate when we hit another relay.
Yeah, and this kind of sounds like a great setup for a group action,
Hey!
which is that
Hey!
you can all do it together. You are all versed in magic. You are all
We're all,
aware
like-
of it. But this is a way to essentially be like, yeah, we all do it together. And then it's not 4 separate roles. It's one group role that, if it goes terribly, falls on Allure. Or whoever chooses to lead it. Allure doesn't need to be the one to lead it. So it's like if one of you is like, oh, I've got no stress, I'm fine to take some heat right now, you can lead it, but it doesn't hinder anybody else. So would you all like to do a group check, or would you like to leave it in Allure's hands?
We have 2 episodes. Group.
Yeah, let's group it.
Group it up.
Group.
Okay,
group.
cool. Are we doing channel then? Or what was it you had hoped to use, Allure?
I have channel, but I also have bits within study
Study
too.
away.
So with study, whichever I guess is that one where are we pulling like everyone's dots to make one big roll within it?
So you would all
How does this
roll
work?
separately as though you were doing the
Oh.
check, but anyone that gets a 3, 2, or 1, you will take stress for.
Cool beans. Okay.
Mhm.
Whew. Okay.
You got this.
So
Okay,
you would like,
so-
so you would all want, you're all going to roll the same stat. So you would want to be like a stat that you're all collectively not the worst at. Because let's say you pick something you're great in and everyone else has to roll at disadvantage.
Right. Does everyone have any? Does anyone have anything in channel? Then study. Question mark. Study. No. Survey.
2 in survey.
2 in survey. 1 in survey. Nothing in survey there.
That seems like our best so far.
That does seem like
Mhm.
our best because I have 1.
Yeah.
All right, survey, which makes sense for us to be able to kind of see this and see if there's some sort of pattern with it. Cool.
I'm
All right.
so sorry.
It's okay.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
it's okay. It's just no one roll the bad ones, especially for. Please don't let all of us roll the bad ones.
It's great. Just no one roll poorly.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's like
You heard
do the
that?
thing where we
All of
roll
you hear
well.
that?
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone, look for your nicest die, the one that has been nice to you today.
Right, shimmery
Say
as
loving
sky.
things to it. Okay,
5.
All right.
are you ready?
Oh,
Yeah. What'd you get?
Yep. I got a 6 and a 3.
Okay.
Cool. Wait,
Sorry,
is it
else
any
not.
3 that's rolled or just the one?
No,
That's what.
the same as everything else. The highest success. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What'd
But
you
I would take my lowest since I have nothing. So mine's a 4.
Yes. Okay.
So no stress.
Just checking. If we're rolling and we only have 1 die, we just roll 1 die, right?
Yep. Just 1.
Okay, that's a 4.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Because I rolled my own 3. So,
Okay, so
I
one
will take
stress.
my- like, is
But-
stressed in the sense I imagine that. I imagine
wanted
that
it to go bad.
Don't worry, we are on our way to bad since I didn't realize how much not downtime we would have.
What you think?
In the cast's defense chat, I did say depending on how much of this adventure they get in, whether it's a 2-part adventure or 2 different adventures. So that's why there's no downtime.
We're
No downtime on
fine.
this. That's
Yeah.
fine. So yeah, that is. We just gotta not take a lot of more stress. But I imagine that the stress in this case manifests as Elore absolutely micromanaging the entire situation.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
so just kind of in the in the equivalent of like adjusting the collars and like wrinkles and everything, is doing that. It's like, don't actually touch it. Look at it with your eyes, not your hands.
It's right there.
Eyes, not hands. Don't touch it.
It's right there.
And
It's
with
behind
the,
Fand. I really want to touch it.
That is why I'm saying it out loud, so all ears here can hear. I'm not always talking to you.
and with
And just like this extra long kind of like the fey, like looks extra kind of fey in this, like the eyes narrowed, the limbs long, and just like, I wasn't always talking to you.
with a relatively successful group check, whoever wants to make that survey skirmish, make it through the second half roll can, and it will be at great effect. You'll be in like a very good position. So if there is difficulty, it's much less than if you all had just walked forward. This is also going to be our last roll of the game, unless it goes extremely terribly, really, really bad. Who wants to navigate the second half?
What are the roles here? By the way,
Whatever you want it to be.
Like, how are we
Yeah.
gonna try and move
Would-
through?
Yeah, we've
Could
we've
be
had the
another
arcane
hunt,
trap.
could be survey, could be any
I
of
have
the-
a
would like to
maneuver.
survey.
Maneuver. Yeah.
Let's maneuver.
That way we can also be more adept at moving past the sigils. Survey, the scrying.
Yeah, the scrying bits. Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to break those so bad. I want to break
Okay.
those so bad.
You can. You could do wreck.
Destruction of property is an additional crime.
Yeah.
Not taking heat this season.
But if they can't find us.
What would we like it to be?
And like you just hear like
I
a
can
low
survey.
growl from him.
Okay, so Maz is choosing to take a survey roll. So go ahead,
So smart.
do a survey.
Because
Would you like
this is
to?
important to make it easy, I'll take a stress to help. Since I led
Okay.
the first half and kind of share some insights, that seems clear.
Sure. And would you like to do a lady's favor for it, or do you feel confident where you're at?
My lady.
Question.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what special armor means.
You
But-
haven't had to resist anything yet.
You say. Well, or is that actually a mechanic in the game?
That's how. So resist is like, let's say that the prior roll went really bad, and instead of stepping on like a sentry wire, you stepped on a firebomb spell, like a fireball spell. You
Okay.
can be like, I don't want to be burning alive right now. I would not like that, please. I'm going to resist that, and then that effect
Ah.
doesn't happen. But you take 6
Gotcha.
stress, and then you roll a d6 to try and reduce the stress
6?
down to 1.
Mhm.
Hey,
That
if you
would
roll
really
great, you
ruin
take
your
no
dress.
stress. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
that's fair.
So
All right, gotcha.
resist anything in bold is often a direct mechanical use.
Beautiful. All right, as you were. Sorry, go do.
Okay.
I know.
Hey, yeah. Lyra, you wanna
Lady's
take a lady's favor? Yeah, you want one of
Yes.
those? Okay.
Yes.
Um,
We're not at full stress yet, so we're fine.
what would be really fun here? What would be an exciting time? So we already have a couple of guards that have noticed you all. We already have the sentries
Are
that
they
have
coming
already
toward
noticed
us?
you all. You don't see them coming towards you. And also, you all don't know that like
Mm.
above table, you know that you've been spotted due to how Vel was navigating. In game, you don't know.
Got it.
You also know that people are aware of Allure's presence, even though they can't quite place her. What would be something? And also, with these, you can propose something, Maz, or anyone else. If you guys are like, oh, I want to do this. You are always free to propose a devil's bargain or a lady's favor. But I think with your background and with your awareness, you've been not missing from the party for too long, but you have been not at the arm of your paramour. And that is a lot of your rank,
Yeah.
is them. If you would like to take a lady's favor, you can gain a +1 d6, but they will be with you in the next scene when we come back next time, as the second son of House Corvetto needed to come find you as you've been missing for too long.
God damn it.
Up to
of
you.
course. Up to me to take it, and that will be the
So
Lady
if you
Saber?
say, yes, I want it, you get the D6, and no matter what you do, that happens. If you say, no, I don't want that, that's just not a thing that happens. The Lady's Favors don't come into effect until you say, yes, I take them. And then regardless if you roll 5 1s or 5 6s, it happens. It's just something in the world that you have agreed to make true.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Cool.
I'll take it.
Okay. Second son joins party. Cool. Go ahead and roll me that roll to navigate the rest of the maze.
86. That's a 6, 5, and a 4.
Okay. On a 6, with all of the information presented to you all of how to avoid traps, how to look, and also Vel had a pretty good layout anyways. You don't need to spend a lot of time going through the entire maze. You're able to make it to the other side, exiting into a nice fenced-off courtyard with a fountain in the middle, and on the other side a manor home. And stumbling along behind you, the unnamed second son of House Corvetto. Oh, are you all supposed to be over here? And that's where we'll stop for the night. And we'll come back next week. So, let's go around, tell everyone who we are, tell everyone where we can find you, tell everyone all the exciting things you're doing in the next week and beyond. Caustic, we'll start with you.
Hi, yes, Caustic. And I forgot we were doing the reverse Z order, the correct Z order this time. So yes, I am Caustic Phoenix. You can find me on my own channel where we do dumb, silly things. And actually tonight, I think we're going to do some new Animal Crossing because it's out and it's cozy and I think it'll be a fun time. But also, if you like the opposite of cozy games and you like blood and murder and death, D20 Deathmatch is coming back after a whole year of a hiatus this Sunday. So come check us out. It's going to be exciting to see where we pick up on. And the final thing is Tuesday, Wounded Warrior Project. We're having our ending for the Fourth Age where we're doing a talk back. We cried basically the entire time during last Tuesday. So come join us and hopefully there'll be slightly less tears.
Mare.
Hello there, my name is Mare. You can find me all over the internet at Oh Hello Mare. I stream variety on my own channel. Now you make me want to stream Animal Crossing back there now that it's back, baby. I do a lot of tabletop content. I am also very deep in the K-pop world right now. So including potentially going to be running a game that's set in the lore from one of those. I am also a new member of the cast of Bitten over on Talking XP and Crit Hit Chronicles, so I'm getting to play Daggerheart in a cool world that Johnny has made. And yeah, I'm just happy to get here and tell stories with my friends and cool people. And yeah, I can't wait to see what these shenanigans are next week. So we'll see you then.
Maz.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Maz, and I cannot wait to play this again and play Lyriel and possibly have another season. We don't know. I don't know how much I could convince Sean, but you can. I'm kidding. But I will be
For
streaming today.
$500, we'll have a
Get in the
third
comments.
episode.
You heard it here, folks. Other than that, I'll be streaming tonight. I'm going to be chatting and it's my first stream back after driving from Ohio to Georgia with Biscotti, and he's home. So I'll be on the daybed while reading some. Actually, I might read some Blades in the Dark stuff for a little bit to chat if you guys want to join, and then play some Dark Urge Baldur's Gate for the rest of the evening. And then tomorrow and Sunday we have like a dinner stream and a little bit more Dark Urge. But you can find me on D&D Jordan Lee for Ampistrano and Forgotten Adventures for Defenders of Phandelver on Sunday mornings. My only 2 campaigns and possibly a pirate campaign, but I will tell you later when I know the details myself. Over to you, Keon.
Hi, everybody. I'm Keon. I go by Brother Keon across all the internets. For the most part, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But that's a lie. If you just enjoy my shenanigans or anything like that, you can find me over on Roldy5, where I am one half of Roldy Talks, where we specifically talk to indie TTRPG creators and the people who actually create the games that we all love to play. So yeah, it's a fun time over there. It's me and Aetherius running the show. It's great. Other than that, if you enjoyed my shenanigans when it comes to like playing, you can catch me on the Fall of Atheum tomorrow over on Smoking Glue Guns, where I may or may not. I think I'm the most hated character on the, but it's fine, whatever. He has done nothing wrong ever in his life. He may or may not be engaged, but doesn't want to be engaged. It's not his point, okay? It's regardless. Other than that, you can also catch me on if you like the video side of the house. If you just like podcasts or anything like that, you can catch me on And We're Rolling for Blessed Be the Broken, where I will be playing Halo. We've got one episode out so far. Second episode should already be out too. Third episode comes out on Monday, where we're just playing a whole bunch of people who are either forsaken by the gods or the gods love us. I'm playing a soldier dude who happens to hate everything that the fuck is happening around him right now. He just wants to go home. He does not want to deal with this fuck shit. But oh no, a god died in front of him, so he's got to figure that shit the fuck out. But yeah, no, that's all I got right now. I got a couple other things coming down the pipe, but for the most part, that's it. Back to you at home, Sean.
Nice. Yeah. Speaking of here at home, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, will be episode 1 of The Crowned, a system written by Damon Van Hee, published by formerly Feral Games, showcasing gods. It's really cool. We have the god of story, the god of chance, the god of folly, and Emrys, the god of gravity, the only one young enough to still remember her name. It's a pre-recorded episode. It's a 3-parter starting tomorrow. They're long, but they're very good. So if you are looking for something to do on a Friday night before Val of Atheum, come hang out with us for a couple hours as you see some gods just really not care about the mortals around them because they're old enough. It doesn't matter. It is pre-recorded, it is edited, it is very cool. So that will be tomorrow here on this channel. On Sunday on Hack Recklessly, if you like kaijus, if you like Power Rangers, and if you like that being tied in with Terminator, you can come watch our Glitter Hearts game written by Greg Leatherman, as we are doing Kaiju Commandos, playing a group of people who apparently 50 years in the future will die to an evil AI bot that was sent back in time, and now we're not maybe hopefully dying to the evil AI bot because we're college students, and so we're in better physical prime. It's episode 2. Episode 1 had a lot of great moments and a lot of prep, and also a lot of really cool voice acting by the community who is voicing our kaijus. So if you want to go support them, please join us at 7 o'clock Central on Hack Recklessly. And then before we come back for Quarter Blades over on the Tipsy Tiger, we'll be having the 3rd episode of our Hell Whalers game. So I'll just keep saying that one's by Moss Powers. I don't know why I'm saying all the names of the people that write all the games this week, but I am. Moss's game Hell Whalers, a nautical horror game. Come check us out as we are getting pretty close to killing that hell whale, hopefully, but also pretty close to that hell whale killing us. That's everything that'll be coming out between now and next week. Next week, before I send y'all off, I'll give you a whole channel rundown of the remainder of the year. But for now, we're going to raid out. We're going to go support Clem. Clem is an amazing variety streamer, currently working on a puzzle, has been working on the puzzle for a couple of days, and is just really cool. Very nice, a wonderful community member, just a great person. And I haven't been able to stop by her streams yet this week, so we're going to raid over so I can say hi before I have to run off with full disclosure. Yeah, until next time, we'll see you then. Bye, everyone.